I still remember the night Chukwudi almost gave up. It was after Mass on a Sunday, and he just sat outside the church, staring at the ground like a man who had lost everything. He had always been strong, the kind of man who didn't complain, even when things were hard. But that night, he looked weak. Chukwudi was at the age when every relative, every family friend, and even strangers at the market had one question for him: when are you getting married? In a small town in Anambra, a man in his 30s without a wife was seen as unserious, or worse, cursed. But Chukwudi's problem wasn't just marriage, it was money. It was his faith. It was the way people looked at him, like he was failing at life. He worked as a teacher in a private school. And if you know anything about private schools here, you know the pay is just enough to keep you breathing. His dream was to open his own tutorial center. But dreams don't buy land, and they don't pay bride price either. And in Igbo culture, getting married is expensive. First, you do the knocking on the door visit, then the introduction, then the traditional wedding. And if you're Catholic like Chukwudi, a church wedding is also a must. Each step costs money, money he didn't have. The girl he loved, Amaka, came from a family that believed a man should be financially stable before thinking of marriage. And by stable, they meant owning a house, a car, and a fat bank account. Amaka loved him, but love alone doesn't convince Nigerian parents. One day, his uncle pulled him aside after a family meeting. "You are wasting time," he said. "Find a rich widow, an older woman who will take care of you. Marry her, and your problems will be over." Chukwudi laughed, thinking it was a joke, but the uncle was serious. "Marriage is not about love," he said. "It's about survival." As if things weren't hard enough, his parish priest also had something to say. One Sunday after Mass, Father Damien called him aside. "You have been coming to church, but I don't see you participating in any group," he said. "Why are you hiding from responsibility?" Chukwudi wanted to tell him that he was too busy trying to survive, that he didn't have time for church meetings. But in Catholic tradition, a man getting married is expected to be involved in the church. It made him feel like he wasn't doing enough, like he was failing, not just in society's eyes, but in God's too. One evening, after a long day at school, he came to my house. "I don't know what to do again," he said. "If I follow society, I will marry for money. If I follow the church, I will keep waiting until I become an old man. If I follow my heart, I will be broke with a woman I love." I didn't have answers. I just listened. A few months later, I heard that Amaka's family had introduced her to a businessman from Lagos. They didn't force her, but they made it clear that they preferred him. Chukwudi took it like a man. He didn't fight, he didn't beg, he just accepted it. But something in him changed after that. I saw him last Christmas when he came home. He looked different, quieter, like someone who had learned the hard way, that life doesn't always give you what you want. He had started his tutorial business in another town, far away from all the pressure. I didn't ask if he was happy. Some things you just don't ask. But sometimes, when I think about him, I wonder, did he make the right choice? Or did he just run from the weight on his shoulders?